We've got the top 10 NRL fantasy scorers for round 13. I thought this list for sure was going to feature James Tedesco, but unfortunately it didn't, with a late withdrawal for him to go play Origin. Welcome back, guys, to more NRL fantasy content. I'm Longy, the casual athlete, here in collaboration with Zero Tackle to bring you fantasy content all year round. So let's jump right into it. First one, top scorer here, Raymond Faitala-Mariner. You did not expect to see him here. Do not lie to me. Do not lie to me. You didn't expect this. I definitely didn't, because he scored 14 points last week. But here he is with 95 points. You got 11 tackle busts. You got 162 run meters. Sorry, 164 run meters and 45 tackles here as well. He only would have cost you 450k, and he covers both middle and edge. Just a dominant performance from Faitala-Mariner, playing big minutes and reminding us what he can do when he gets that spot locked down. Next guy here, Joey Tapine, 93 points from the big man. He played 60-plus minutes in this game, which he hasn't been doing much in previous weeks. So for Joey Tapine, again, just a reminder what he can do. Joey Tapine hasn't been getting the minutes this year, but when he gets those minutes, he produces with awesome efficiency. So you got 3 offloads in this game. You got 211 run meters and 50 tackles. Not a lot of negatives either, so he was very efficient in this game. Again, a guy who was underpriced and a guy who's covering the bye period super well. Won't play Origin because he's a Kiwi. Joey Tapine could be a guy you look at for your fantasy side. Third one here, Terrell May, 49 tackles, 9 tackle busts, a try, played 70-plus minutes in this game. When Terrell May gets the minutes, Terrell May produces the points, and 91 points is an exclamation point on that statement there. So if you got Terrell May and you kept Terrell May, wow, bravo to you. This is a game where the Roosters unfortunately didn't come up on top, but it was by no fault of Terrell May. This guy didn't miss a tackle, didn't make an error, didn't slip up at all, but unfortunately the Roosters couldn't get it done. And I would say these minutes probably aren't sustainable. Look, going forward with guys like Gus Crichton coming back, guys like Connor Watson coming back in as well, taking that lock role, there's going to be a bit more pressure on those middle minutes and those forward minutes in particular. Another guy here, we got Jacob Preston, and this one's a bit of a surprise to a lot of coaches, but 83 fantasy points. If you played last year, you had him all year, and you enjoyed the benefits of that. 2 tries, 37 tackles, and some big defensive stats here too, with a turnover and a try saver in this game as well. So Preston produced on both sides of the ball, which is what he can do. He's about a 50 average guy, I would say, more regularly at 629k, and with the Bulldogs' awesome bye schedule. If you got on him, bravo. If you didn't get on, it's probably a bit too late now, so I would be skipping this one. And then Ewan Aitken at number 5, and this is a guy who was very popular this week. He covers center and edge. Most coaches this week were playing him in the edge spot, but he'll probably go back to being a center for you in your fantasy side going forward. Saying that for the Dolphins, he's locked into that 80-minute edge back row role. He made 45 tackles in this game. He had 5 tackle busts. He had 149 meters run. Absolutely unstoppable. 750k is a high price to pay, but for Ewan Aitken, you could argue that he is absolutely worth it. And then rounds 6 to 10 here. Sorry, the 6th to 10th sort of players here. We've got Scotty Drinkwater, 78 points. He put on a show for owners. And if you had Scotty Drinkwater, you were probably a bit disappointed over the previous few weeks. 78 points brings it right back, and you are very happy with him. Got Adam Elliott here, 75 points. The minutes are a bit inconsistent for him, but when he gets the minutes, he has big attacking upside, and this is a show of that. We've got Jerry Marshall-King with 74 points. Again, put on a show in this game. Big upside hooker, a guy who can find the try line, who creates try assists from nothing as well. Ata Mariota, 74 points. And again, he's filling in for Hudson Young. So will Hudson Young keep that Origin spot long term? And if so, kind of makes Ata Mariota interesting there. I don't know if Hudson Young will hold that spot. Just being the second edge back rower on the bench, the fact that guys like Cam Murray are coming back soon, you got guys like Matt Burton on the extended bench who provide that utility coverage as well. It makes me think that Hudson Young might revert back to an 18th, 19th, 20th man sort of role in this Origin side and could be available for Canberra in future weeks. And the last guy here, Liam Henry, mate, unstoppable again. So 71 tackles in this game. You got the forced turnover as well, where he's forced an error. So you got 75 points there from defensive stats. Look, 73 overall score. He didn't do too much with the ball in hand, but that defensive work rate, mate, if you can make 70-plus tackles, you're going to score well in fantasy every week. So shout out to him. He took the role with both hands. He put on a big defensive display. Unfortunately, Penrith couldn't get it done, but Liam Henry, hold your head up high. That is a recap of the top 10 scorers for NRL Fantasy this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out Zero Tackle for more. I'll be around with heaps of these fantasy videos, so I'll see you on the next one.